Yeah.
We have had quite a year so far. Over the last 8 months, we have investigated a wide variety of fantastic locations. From a haunted home to an iconic historical location, to a historical society, to a factory, to a pub, the locations we've been able to go to this year have been as wide-ranging as they've been fascinating. However, despite being so different, they all have one thing in common. All the investigations we've conducted this year have been in locations that we've never been to before, all brand new. And while we love the challenges of investigating new locations, there's something to be said about returning to the familiar. And in August, we did just that as we returned to Grapevine Farms. It is safe to say that no one has investigated this location more than we have. We have been given rare access and permission to go more in-depth with the spirits here than anywhere else we have ever been. As a result, we feel we have a good understanding of the spirits that reside here. In other words, there's a comfort level with the building, the owners, the staff, and, to a point, the spirits. They know us. They know why we're here. Sometimes that works to our advantage, as the spirit of Michael in the basement seems to respond to me more than anyone else. And sometimes, familiarity breeds contempt. This is clearest with the most famous spirit of Grapevine Farms, David Hiltz. When Tim and Tracy purchased the building, they found David's tombstone in the basement. It is believed that he's buried somewhere on or nearby the property, but no one knows exactly where. We visited David often, and he and I have an interesting relationship. To put it simply, he doesn't appear to like me very much. I've gotten uncomfortable feelings and even heard and felt loud stomps on the floor when I've been in his room alone. We've also picked up several EVPs, or electronic voice phenomena, over the years that seem to imply that he doesn't want me in his room.
Yeah.
However, he doesn't seem to mind Emily. She's never had any uncomfortable feelings in there, nor has she been told to get out. She even slept in the room where he is said to reside one night, and he didn't seem to care. The point is, we know our way around Grapevine Farms. The staff find it amusing that I actually seem to know my way around the place better in the dark than the light, as sometimes I either get lost or bump into things when we're there during the day. And when you know a location this well, it allows you to fine-tune your efforts. We've been here before, and we'll be here again. That's a very rare thing in this field, and it allows us to fine-tune our investigations and focus on one or two specific places and spirits. That is exactly what we did there on this night. The only time all three of us investigated together was in the basement. No matter when we're investigating Grapevine Farms, we always spend some time with Michael. He's a fascinating spirit, but we don't know too much about him. He doesn't tell us much about himself beyond what his name is and that he's 8 years old. One of the most common occurrences with Michael is that he usually talks to us pretty quickly once we turn the cameras on. In this case, Emily and I were walking back upstairs after turning on the camera. I was commenting on the Halloween decoration hanging on the closet and pointed out that it was better than the eyeless one we saw at the Wayside Inn recently. Michael then chimed in, correcting me.
I started the eyeless mannequin for...
Looks like they light up.
I started the eyeless mannequin for...
Looks like they light up.
Michael is also shown to be very aware of one specific part of the basement. As I'm taking photos near the closet, we captured the word closet. This is not the first time that this particular closet has been the subject of an EVP.
You want me to wait a minute before you tell me where to go? Are you hiding in the closet?
We didn't capture much more from Michael, but he may have told us a little more of his story. Emily was asking why he was in the basement, if he was in trouble or sick. The response is clearly the faint voice of a child.
Were you in trouble? Were you sick?
Isn't that one of the spots?
Were you in trouble? Were you sick?
Isn't that one of the spots?
Once we were finished visiting Michael, we started on the two main focuses for this investigation. The first would be to try and communicate more with David. He may be the most well-known spirit of Grapevine Farms, but we don't know a whole lot about him. Tim and Emily spent the vast amount of their time in his room trying to learn more about him. I stayed away from them. If we want David to cooperate, we decided I needed to be as far away as possible.
Wonder what is that creaking sound?
Well, sitting here with you who hears them a lot more, and I'm like, is that normal? Does that usually creak?
Wonder what is that creaking sound?
Well, sitting here with you who hears them a lot more, and I'm like, is that normal? Does that usually creak?
David, are you in the mood to talk with us tonight? Can you give us some kind of indication that you're here and want to talk with Emily and myself?
Okay, let's see.
So can you first start telling us, are you here with us tonight, David? Are you here? Do you want to communicate with us?
Okay, let's see.
So can you first start telling us, are you here with us tonight, David? Are you here? Do you want to communicate with us?
You can come sit next to us.
We have your tombstone here on the middle of the floor.
David, that's another chance for you to communicate. I know that there are things that you want to tell us. I know that we're not done learning about your life and your time here. I know that you want to tell us where your actual burial site is. Like I said, feel free to come and sit down.
David, if you're here, how have you been?
It's been a while since anyone has reported anything about you.
It has been. We talked about some of the past stuff we have from you, but nothing is currently, asking how you're doing. How do you like the number of people coming through the store?
David, where is the rest of your family?
I don't even see any anomaly. I don't even see any anomaly.
We are uncertain as to why we kept getting David's name time and time again. None of these 3 instances are the same voice either. As a result, we're not totally sure what to make of it.
I don't even see any.
Before they finished up in his room, Tim decided to ask David the big question.
Dan has this suspicion that you don't like him. Is it true? Yes or no? Dan has this suspicion that you don't like him. Is it true? Yes or no?
Well, I guess that settles it. While they were doing that, I decided to bring a bunch of different equipment down to the wine cellar and spend some time alone in there. We've picked up some chilling evidence down here since they remodeled in 2020, including a man singing, followed by cackling laughter. Last October, Emily and I decided to sleep down here. And while we slept, we captured these same words again, not singing this time, but softly spoken with the same accent. It's rare to get the same EVP more than once, let alone 3 times over the course of 2 different investigations. I wanted to see if I could make it happen again. To increase the chances of success, I used 3 EM pumps, which pump electromagnetic energy into the room. It is said that spirits are made up of electromagnetic energy, so by pumping more into the room, you're essentially feeding them what they need to manifest or communicate. Because of these pumps, there was a lot of electromagnetic energy in the room. So much so that it made you feel uncomfortable and jittery while there, as this energy affects the living as well. I also had plenty of REM pods to measure activity, as well as stationary cameras covering the entire room. I wanted to trigger the singing that we had picked up previously. I decided that the best way to do that would be to sing the lines that we captured. I started singing Got What I Wanted and Got What I Want, which are the 2 variations we've captured in the past. I'm going to warn you right here that the scariest part of this entire episode will be my singing, which I apologize for in advance. I sang a lot while down here. Feel free to guess how many times I repeated the refrain while in the wine cellar that night. I'll reveal the answer at the end. Before I had finished setting up all the equipment I brought down there, the camera in the far side of the room captured a chilling invitation. What's your name? Got what I wanted. Got what I wanted. Got what I want. Got what I wanted. What did you want? What did you get that you wanted? Where are the women who were with you? They were having such a good time. Are they here?
heard laughter. Are they here? Oh, I think I just heard laughter. Got what I wanted. Got what I want. I wanted to hear a concert. I brought these things for you to give you energy, to give you the energy to perform tonight. Do you know any other songs? Oh. The wine cellar. This was a loud refrigerator just kicked on. And, maybe jumped about 3 feet in the air. Got what I want. Maybe jumped about 3 feet in the air. Got what I want. Got what I wanted.
This is a compelling capture. The REM pod on this device goes off when something interrupts the field that it generates. This light anomaly seems to burst out of the Melmeter's REM pod just as it detects it. Shortly after capturing this light anomaly setting off the REM pod, it started going off a lot. For a short time, it even started going off every time I sang.
Got what I wanted. Is that your song? Got what I want. Got what I wanted. Whenever I sing that. Got what I wanted. Got what I wanted. Everybody sing. Got what I wanted. Got what I want. Got what I wanted. Got what I want. Let me hear you sing it. Got what I want. Got what I want. Got what I wanted. The SP7 doesn't cause this. Got what I want. Got what I wanted. Got what I want.
All totaled, we captured a variation of Got What I Wanted 3 separate times. The first, captured by the stationary camera very close to where we first heard these words, was the exact same words being sung in the exact same way as the original EVP from over a year before. The second time, the words got and want came through the spirit box. The third time, it was captured in the form of a spoken EVP. 3 variations of the same phrase, all captured in the same investigation. Who is this singer? What is it that he got? Why did he want it? Is this an old song from a different time? There are so many questions that this repeated EVP raises. Can they be answered? That's hard to say. Is this singer one of the other voices we've captured down here, or another spirit entirely? Is this voice intelligent or residual energy? There are 2 main types of spirits, intelligent and residual. Intelligent spirits know you're there and are aware of their surroundings. They react to your questions and actions. The EVP from earlier in the basement is an example of an intelligent spirit. I was talking about the mannequin without eyes from the Wayside Irish pub while referring to the decoration on the wall. The spirit correctly pointed out that the one I'm looking at here has eyes. That's an intelligent response. Residual hauntings, on the other hand, are not aware of us and don't interact. They just play on a loop over and over again. In this case, the fact that the voice keeps repeating, in both singing and speaking the same words repeatedly, leads us to believe that this may be residual energy. Only time and further investigations will tell.
I'm gonna go upstairs in a couple of minutes. Walk through the rest of the house. I'm gonna leave these things here for you to play with. Give you some energy. Maybe you can sing for me. And if you sing into the things with the 4 red dots on them in each corner that I'm pointing at right now, and I know you can see me, we'll hear your voice. You want to try one more time before I go upstairs? Got what I wanted. Got what I want. Got what I wanted. Got what I want. That was nuts. I mean, that REM pod singing like that every time I sang it. I mean, that's just crazy. It's awesome.
As always, we enjoyed our time back in the familiar territory that is Grapevine Farms. And while we still have many questions, we did peel back a little more of the mystery of this location. We will add these experiences and evidence to our understanding of the spirits here and use it to plan our next investigation. Because the one thing we do know for sure about Grapevine Farms is that we will be back.